The general, I think there's been very, very few distressed situations in France, full stop. You may, get to people who are at the end of a fund, and there's an element of definitely wanting to sort of vend. But in terms of bank debts and banks, there's really been incredibly small amounts, apart from a few high-profile sort of CMBS structures that are sort of broken down and led to some distress. But anything that was sort of outside any CMBS structure really has passed through the downturn without the word distress being fixed to them. In terms of product, there does appear to be quite a lot of product on the market. There's quite a lot coming up in the type of new quarter or the end of the summer. Certainly, we're looking at quite a lot of opportunities at the moment. Variable quality, again, very Paris focused, as you would anticipate. I think the most telling statistic we had earlier on from the first presentation was the investment turnover in Lille. In the first half of the year, 58 million. This is the difference between Ile-de-France and the rest of the country is like night and day in terms of investment turnover.
I think one interesting source has been the funds in forced liquidation, which have thrown up one or two opportunities, like our most recent investment in Paris de France. I would, to be finicky, I think there has been plenty of distress, but the distress has been handled by the banks and helped by the markets, which is a shame for people like us, but it's probably good for the market. There is quite a lot on the market. Most things that are buyable in France do come to the market, and I mean are blasted far and wide in nice pretty books around the market, which is a frustration again for those trying to sneak under the radar. But we see, notwithstanding all of that, we see 3 times as much deal flow in both UK and Germany than as we do in France, which is probably a product of Germany particularly being a federal makeup with at least half a dozen interesting markets compared to the Ile-de-France domination in France. The UK being anyway always liquid, and possibly a slight difference in attitude from the banks in Germany.